someone were to ask you, what is the single most positive contribution you made to humanity, what might that be? It's a rather pithy one, but I always like to ask
I think it is that understanding of autism,
Mm-hmm.
because it helps me with other kids. They always say that what works for kids with autism
Mm-hmm.
works for everyone, but what works for everyone doesn't work for kids with autism.
Okay.
And so I have been able to take the knowledge of working with people with autism and expand it to other populations that I've worked with. So I have been able to been fortunate enough to have opportunities to work with a lot of students with emotional behavior disorders,
Mm-hmm.
mental health disorders, and some environmental emotional behavior disorders from poverty and just
Mm-hmm.
being their lives. And I've been able to use the same evidence-based practices
Okay.
and the same methodologies and tweak them for students. So, and I also think it helps me just understand people in general. Like I always find myself talking to someone and they may process something really fast.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I'm still trying to process that. And yet you've already seen it, talked about it, and you've moved on to something else. Think about how different we are. And so I think
you're not inferring that they might have some form of autism. You're just saying the way we're all different.
We're all
Just wanna
different.
be
We
clear for the-
process
okay.
differently, right? So I have a friend and he is such a speedy processor. And he will say, look, that's so-and-so in the car. And I'm like, I didn't even see the car.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think differently than that. And
Yeah.
so we all process the world differently.
It's true.
And so it helps me, I think, to understand other people. It helps me
Mm-hmm.
to help my kids understand other people and relate to people.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm big on relationships.
Yes.
I
yes,
think
you
that's
are.
how we can help
Well,
people.
that's
We
why
can't
there's
teach until
somebody
we have a
watching over you to
relationship.
put you on this pathway.